Hi, Gordon, Tool Guy here. Today we want to talk about the clutch, the motorcycle clutch. This is a wet clutch. It operates in oil. It has friction disc and it has steel plates. And each of them do a different job, and we'll describe that in just a minute. The pressure plate, which is this top plate, is what's responsible for putting the sandwich together. It does that with these springs. These springs apply a clamp pressure that when your hand's off the clutch, of course, these would remain closed and provide the maximum clamp so that the transmission is engaged. What I'll do is I'll take these clutch springs off and we'll disassemble the clutch and show you the components. This is the pressure plate. Pressure plate, again, is what the springs use to enact force against the pack. We'll move it off. It also has an adjustable pusher. This is adjustment so that you can adjust the amount of play in your cable, or in some cases a hydraulic pusher. What you have here is the hub. You have the hub here, this spline. This spline actually attaches to the transmission input shaft. This inside is what drives our transmission that we'll show you in a later video. So what we have here is we have a fiber plate with an aluminum frame, and we have a metal plate. This friction disc is actually what sandwiches in between. You've got a friction, steel, friction, so forth throughout it. This is driven by the outside, driven by the motor. This inside is driving the transmission. The way a clutch works is that these are designed to be opened up and mashed together. The springs will do the closing, but when you pull the lever with your left hand, what happens is these spread open and they're allowed to turn individually. The steel plates turn inside, again turning the transmission. The outside is turned by the motor. Sandwiched, opened. There's a couple of ways that we separate these, and that's what we want to talk. We want to tie into this video. We've got this clutch pack, which, like I say, sandwiches and opens and spreads and lets the inner and outer parts of the clutch move. Let's talk about pushers. This is used on thousands of motorcycles, and what it is just a very common screw. It's just like a bolt and a nut. This has a plane that, when rotated, moves in and out. This plane moves against a shaft that, as it's pushed out, would push in on the pusher, and this pusher, of course, opens up the basket. Now, the problem I have with this one is that this is sitting outside and is exposed to the drive chain, the grit, the grime, and all of the elements. It's forced to go through an engine oil seal and push through the engine and opens up. It actually travels through the transmission shaft to do that. Here is another type. Now, this type is a cam. It actually has an eccentric on it that, when turned, will push against the shaft and push it and open this basket the same way. One of my favorites is this ball bearing clutch. First of all, this cover operates inside the engine oil. This is a protective cover, so you don't have any of the elements outside, like chain grease or anything else, getting into it, sand and grit and so forth. You've got these cast. This is a very hard steel cast bearing surface that these three ball bearings ride in. You have three more teardrops, a bearing surface. As you rotate this, you have a movement away from the cover. It is that movement operates directly on the clutch itself. It pushes the pressure plate out from the inside. All of this is in oil. These parts live forever. There's very little wear and maintenance on these because, again, these live inside the engine. This is by far my favorite, and a little surprising when used in a lot of other models.